Look at making faces. Only in Croatia.
And here we are, touchdown in Croatia Wednesday afternoon. It's a difficult one, we'll be honest, we're not going to skirt around it. It's a very, very difficult time for the World Rally Championship right now following the passing of Breen. But we are here to cover the rally. There is an event going on. We're going to take you behind the scenes in everything we get up to over the weekend. Well, it's not often you'll be standing in the middle of what is essentially a highway, but that's rallying for you. It always takes you some interesting places. To my left here we have the media centre behind me. Used to be in the building right there, but in the back, I don't know if you can see it in shot, is the service park. We're going to go and take a quick look just now. Behind me you can see M Sport Ford. Just on the back is Talk Sport. We've got plenty of WRC2 teams around as well, but if I walk and talk like the pros do, I'm very clearly not a professional. We've got Toyota over my shoulder and Hyundai just ahead of me. And it's something quite important we have to visit over in their service area. So you find me now at Hyundai Motorsport, and there's not really anything I can add from a words perspective. Just to have a look instead at this. What you've always got to remember about rallying is it will take you anywhere. Take the media centre, for example, for Rally Croatia. We are in the Croatian Museum of Contemporary Art. Look at that. So you join us on Thursday morning here as we recce some of the stages for this year's Croatia Rally. And we're at possibly one of the most iconic locations of this event. It's only 2 years old. I think everybody will recognise this. Here's a man that does a lot of work for Dirtfest that you probably aren't even aware of, Mr. Elliot Barnard. Elliot, what are you doing right now?
We've just found the most incredible spot, haven't we? This lovely view. Stage number...
I think it's 10.
Is it 10
and 14?
10 and 14. We're going to do our preview from here. You know, with our previews, when we have a bit of time, we always try and find a beautiful location. And here we are at this wonderful hairpin. You two are going to chat everything about this rally. And yeah, hopefully make a good video.
Which would you rather drive around a hairpin? That or a Rally 1 car? The beauty of the birds singing above the trees, the noise of the voice of Rally, if you can hear him. Colin Clark filming part of our preview video, talking one of the interesting cuts on one of the Croatian Rally stages. So you join me here on the way to the shakedown stage, just after where the road closes. The start is just a couple of kilometres up the road. You can see Oit Tanak behind me there, and we've got a car just coming behind me now. I think it was Sami Piari. The eagle-eyed will know. There's a bit of atmosphere. We're not going to go and distract Oit, who's in the zone and looking at things, but this is a little bit of a look at what happens on a Thursday morning. It's almost afternoon here in Croatia, but on a Thursday morning of all WRC events. Shakedown then is well underway here for Croatia. We're in the little Croatian village of Galgovo. I've probably not pronounced that correctly. Put a little asterisk there down there, editor, if I haven't. Yeah, Pierre Lube is just behind me now. He's done a couple runs. Yeah, as you can see, the town is soaking up the world's best sporting action. Just on a walk in the Croatian countryside, nothing to see. Takimoto Katsuta. Rallying's just the best. These guys are really rather important this weekend. RNC stands for, of course, Route Note Crew. They're the guys that are going to go into the stages before the Rally 1 cars do and give the drivers the most up-to-date information about the conditions so that they can change their pace notes. That there is Pierre Lube and Nicolas Gilsoul's team. Very important job for those guys. It's not just about the rally drivers.
And yeah, that's what I gotta keep in my mind.
But that is Thierry Neuville in the press conference with the rest of the drivers, just paying tribute there to his late teammate Craig Breen, who isn't far from our thoughts at any point throughout this weekend.
You guys up on the stage.
I don't think I've ever witnessed so many people stand in unity at a rally or any motorsport event or anything even. As they're just in the tears, the emotion, it's tough, but maybe, just maybe, I think Craig's looking down on us all just now.
And that takes us back down to the main road?
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
That road.
Great, that saves us.
Enjoy!
Thank you, my friends. Thank you, all the best. Bye-bye.
We were almost in trouble there, but the voice, Colin, that's all that did it.
It does help, but I like to think it's the face. It's just a handsome, welcoming face, isn't it? That's all it is.
Preparation here is well underway for the first stage of Friday morning here in Croatia. So we're stopped at the minute on one of the road sections of Croatia Rally. That there is the Dirtfish car where Colin Clark and Elliot Bernard are both doing some rally planning, but it's amazing just the random places you'll find yourself. We're clearly in some kind of timber yard. We've got a big workshop going on. The guys here with the forklift. A beautiful river. And oh yes, of course, some rally cars to look at on the road section on the way this morning.
Would you believe it?
Tempting, isn't it? You join us at the end of Special Stage 3. The stop line is just down the hill from me. We're in this very quaint little village. I had a little bit of a negotiation with the local police, a little bit of miscommunication, what we can't do, where we can and can't go, but we've made it and we're going to join the drivers now. Coming to the end of what is Special Stage 3 of Croatia Rally. The WRC team are there getting their interviews. We have the stock control, the fire guys and the times. They're in the door over there. And there he is, concentrating on the beauty shot. It's not often the Citroen beats the Skoda, but this weekend that's exactly what is happening in WRC2. The media zone is just coming to an end here. There is Emma Lindholm sipping on something hopefully cold, an ice cold to take in. I don't know if you can hear, but there is Colin Clark delivering what will be a lunchtime review available on YouTube very soon. We are going to be heading back out to the stages very soon. We're on our way to the first stage of Friday afternoon. We've got Colin Clark behind the wheel, me in the passenger seat, and Elliot Barnard working incredibly hard as always, editing in the car. I can do it. The man is a machine. It's the first stage after service on Friday. Kalle Rovanperä and Nona Haltonen changing their tyres on a Toyota. We don't know what the weather's going to do at this point. They haven't gone for any wet compound tyres. Will that be a gamble? Well, it is a gamble, but will it pay off? And here we have a formation of Finns. WRC2 champion Emil Lindholm, junior WRC champion 21 Sami Piari, and they're joined by WRC2 Masters champion Mauro Mille. After stage 5 on the road section at stage 6, so many different crews pick a different place to do their tyre changes. They have time, but they can all choose where they want to go. Super fascinating stuff if you ask me. So you join us now in wherever this place is. I'm not going to try and pronounce it and embarrassing myself, but it's actually a very, very important place for the World Rally Championships finest just now, as the drivers are about to receive the updated information for the route note crew. We are on the road section close to the final stage of the day, but weather has been changeable. Even now, the sun's peering out over here. It's a little bit threatening. Well, it's all happening here before the final stage on Friday of Croatia Rally. Plenty of decisions to make about tyres, but it looks as if most are going for the dry options, not the wets, despite the look of some of these clouds. There is your rally leader in there, Thierry Neuville, talking with Christian Orio. I'm not sure if the GoPro picked it up, but we are at the end of Friday. He leads the rally. We're just about to film our day review. Good morning and welcome to another day in Zagreb. It's Saturday morning, day 2 of this year's rally. We're about to head out now. A little bit too early for me. I'm sure this actually isn't too early for a rally start. I'm just a big wuss. But we're going to head out and chase and see what the guys are up to on their way to the first stage this morning. But first, sustenance. The stillness, the calmness of the river, only interrupted by the sound and the rumble of Rally 1 cars. What a way to start a Saturday morning.
Focus. There's a new one. It's pretty.
Well, there's a fascinating part of the end of a World Rally Championship stage. Behind me, you can see the stop line and also a scrutineer's bay as well. That is so the FIA can check that everything on the car is still fully legal and ready to rally fairly. So we're not in a Toyota Yaris, a Hyundai i20 or a Ford Puma. Instead, the mighty Dacia with the even mightier Colin Clark at the wheel are on our way to find the road section of stage 11. We've taken an interesting choice of route, and it's not a criticism, Collins. I know it's been you doing all the navigating, but this is, well,
Fastest route.
it's the fastest route I've been assured, if that didn't pick up. But this, I think, is a little indication of just the demanding types of roads we have in the Croatian countryside. It's particularly when we don't have it's, yeah, but you can see now we're into a more open flat bit, but the roads can be narrow, difficult. Colin, what are they like to drive in a higher car?
Fun, lots of fun, but blind crests on this section, strange. I don't think there are too many crests in the rally like that, but a lot of blind corners, a lot of blind crests, very narrow. This is quite nice tarmac, interestingly. But yeah, fun roads, really beautiful roads, beautiful, beautiful countryside if you have the time to enjoy it. There's no difference between that.
No, I think it's Thierry Neuville, the rally leader, has gone off, and we're planning our way in. I'm being very quiet because I don't want to distract them as they're planning.
We might.
Well, the first route failed. As you can see, the little Dacia's had a little bit of work to do. Elliot, bless him, was helping out, pushing the car a little bit. We are going to go and find another way. Well, when you're chasing stricken Rally 1 cars, this is the sight you want to see. A recovery truck for Thierry Neuville's Hyundai. We've got the maps out. We're trying to get ourselves through this route here into the stage. But route 1, follow the recovery truck. Right up there is just where we've walked with this pair of mountain goats, Elliot, Barnard and Colin Clark. Far better athletes than me, but we're waiting for the stage to finish. The road is just behind us. We're of course ducking away from the stage when the cars come in, but we're going to walk in around about a kilometre to find Thierry's unfortunately crashed car. And here we go.
Right, are you running or not?
Yep, on the jog to try and find Thierry Neuville. A test of fitness I didn't expect I was going to have. I'm out of breath, but I'm not going to be beaten. We're going to make it. We're going to find Thierry. There's Elliot up front. Colin's a little bit behind, not far.
Controlling, really manhandling that car to get it back on to the recovery truck. And he sets fastest times because he puts everything on the line, and occasionally when you push it all on the line,
Może to niżej. Może to niżej. Może niżej. Rampa.
They knew straight away. As soon as almost before the car stopped, Yeah, he said to me, c'est fini, c'est fini. It's over. We knew straight away that down the bank, down the hill, to that wheel. Look back. Yeah, once we're done with Thierry here, we'll go and have a look. I think it's a relatively fast thing.
And there it goes, Thierry Neuville's car being towed back to service. But as you can see, there's plenty of people around to share the sadness with him.
It's going to be difficult. Neuville had the most challenging conditions, and sadly, they caught him out. Desperately bad luck.
There's a term in journalism called doorstepping, the art of kind of approaching somebody out of the blue. Colin Clark is quite literally doorstepping. Although he's been
years and years of experience. I've already organised water, beer if I want it, which clearly I don't because I'm teetotal, and there's a barbecue down the road which I've organised as well. Years of experience to manage this, I'll tell you.
So we've just touched base with the beautiful family that live in this house. We've been watered, we're about to get fed and have a barbecue, but this is a special stage. In just a few hours, Oit Tanak, Elvin Evans, Kyrov and Perrott and company will be blasting down here. At the minute, we've got some hedge cutting, we've got some lovely lunch up in the house up there. It really is spectacular. Mud, cuts, two very big prominent talking points and features of this weekend's Croatia Rally. You join me here walking along what is special stage 11 and 15, the stage that caught out Thierry Neuville earlier today. This is the road in between the two passes, so it's giving us a fantastic opportunity to look at the deterioration of stage conditions. As you can see, the cuts here, but the mess, stones, twigs, branches. Just try to get my shadow out of the shot. This would have been a fairly clean road this morning. Obviously we're under a fair bit of tree cover, so there's a lot of mud that would have existed, but it's consistent across all the corners on this rally. Not easy at all.
Ah, yeah. Only in Croatia. Only in Croatia.
Well, this is just about perfection. Food being cooked, drinks being served, and Rally 1 cars at stage stop controls. So Oit Tanak is behind us here. Just after the penultimate stage on Saturday, it was looking like it was going to take another massive chunk of time out of Elvin Evans, but instead he lost 4.3 seconds with a handbrake problem. A little bit frustrated with niggling issues. We're going to try and find out just now what happened, but at the minute they're fitting the lights for the last stage and working to fit the tyres they want for the last stage of the day. Everyone, and welcome to the final morning here of Croatia Rally. It's early, it's just after 5 AM, so I probably look absolutely awful, even more awful than I normally do. But we're going to head out back again to do our usual awesome start interviews and checking out what the drivers have to say ahead of today's 4 stages. That's better, I'm awake now.
Ocean's on board, sorry, for a few years ago. People got here, I'm not sure who this is. 17, 19, 20, 22, Robin Perrott. It's what?
Those are cars heading into what is the second stage of something, what will be the Paris stage later. That is, I think, Oit Tanak or Elvin Evans, I'm not sure. Anybody who knows the sounds of Rally 1 cars better than me will know the difference. We've got a hot air balloon and we've got the cars starting just there. It's all go this morning. This is Oit Tanak. And the guys here, literally what they do is they take their scanner and they check the barcodes on the tyres to see that they're legal. See, it goes on this way. media is assembling. The media zone at the end of Croatia Rally is beginning. We're going to catch up with all of the drivers after what has been an emotional weekend.
It's just at the times, and it looks like it.
Well, there it is, the winning Toyota GR Yaris Rally 1 of Elvin Evans and Scott Martin. Thank you very much for joining us in our behind the scenes vlog here of Croatia Rally. A difficult weekend, as I'm sure you all appreciate, but a fitting victor, and the same with Martin having co-driven for Craig for several years, a few years ago. Thank you for us and our thoughts. Craig, still very much with you. We'll never forget you.